I know you said you guys do a lot of decks on a regular basis, so it's a beautiful deck. But what would you recommend, having seen a lot of different things?
Well, the wood's turning white, and I agree it needs to have something. And
I think my wife likes the more lacquered finish.
Sure,
something that looks appealing or that doesn't
a little more shine to it.
Shine, yeah. Mm-hmm. So, what does that entail in terms of the work?
I would suggest if you go online and really, we used to use Cabot's until Valspar bought them, and this is the Lowe's product, and found that we had some problems. So I can, in good conscience, recommend Cabot's, but maybe just to pick colors.
Okay.
And I would think I don't care if you go to Olympics or Sherwin-Williams, you can take a look at the colors and get a color and a sheen that you would like. Usually they would have a lower sheen on it.
Okay.
But that's something we can work with, because this deck has got a lot of little places. Hey, kitty cat. And
see the color where the cat is scratching it.
Oh, I didn't
That's
even
the
notice
color
that.
that'll stand out.
Yeah.
Okay.
But we can paint lots of places that are hidden and give little test spots. And
So you sand it, stain it, and then finish with the steps?
sanding.
I don't know if we need to sand it.
Sanding decks are extraordinarily difficult because of all the nails here.
Okay.
I can
Maybe
probably.
just little pieces there, like.
Yeah. Just touch that one up. But
What I would recommend is a product is CLR Deck Restore,
Okay.
and basically it's a hydroxide.
Okay.
It's rather strong, and it will bring back an original finish. And before I do a deck like this, I want to test it to make sure it's not going to hurt anything.
Doesn't warp it or something.
Well, it's hot.
Yeah.
And I'm not going to kid you, it is. Yeah. And it takes a lot of the old weathered, but one of the problems is you feel.
Yeah.
And when you do that, and another thing is it should not have made any mark on the wood that when I did that.
Yeah, and it does, yeah.
And it does. So that's extremely soft wood.
Yeah.
And
cedar generally is.
Yeah.
but
sanding it, you'll get this uneven spontaneous look to it because they're because of the roughness.
Yeah, it's in good condition. It just needs to be.
Just like he said, it'll pull it back out.
Is there a certain finish that you recommend? Just based
Well,
on
what he's talking about is
just go on the website.
yeah. I mean, your natural cedar is going to be your good color.
Okay.
I mean, we can wash some of this mildew and mold off over here. Bring that, and then
And is it something you have to do every year, or how long? I mean,
it's a good idea to put some treatment on it once a year.
okay.
I would
Doesn't
agree.
just
That
keep
way,
it
it doesn't get to a point where you have to start over to the beginning again. You just stay on top of it, and it's a lot easier.
I'll watch it and see.
Okay.
I don't want to fix something that's not broken.
Yeah, it would be nice if it kept it sort of lacquer finish for,
Well,
for a few years.
if I would have built the deck, I would have given the gentleman a lifetime warranty. So anytime it needs any maintenance, you pick up the phone and say, Lee, come fix this board that looks wrong. And the other thing is we will come over at industry rates on an annual basis and we clean it.
Okay.
And then look at it about every year to 3. And that means that if you get a lot of sun and it burns the mold and mildew off, it may last longer. If we go longer periods between rains where it can dry well, it tends to work better.
Okay.
So,
Any other changes? I mean, some decks are fancier with like benches or lights or this or that. I mean, just keep it simple, or what's your advice?
Yeah, keep it simple.
Okay.
No question.
It's built well as it is, and using the cedar.
Sure.
I mean, that's the
It's a high quality. Yeah.
I don't recommend building a bench because they're expensive carpentry-wise to a custom chair. And
You can just get something like this. And,
It takes a lot of space up too.
they're uncomfortable to sit in compared to something like this.
Sure.
And they age like everything else. And a chair like that you replace for $50.
A
You're
bench
stuck
is,
with the bench.
Yeah, true. Good point.
So,
And I didn't think about all that.
well, another thing is you think about your position of your body sitting at a slight 18-degree incline with the feet and chair, and you're removing about 3 feet.
Yeah, you cut out a lot of space.
And the square footage you lose is extraordinary on a deck.
I like it open like this, but some people seem to have this screen porch idea. What is?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
just leave it open.
depending upon where your property line is, a lot of
the fence there where the neighbors have.
Okay.
Go back to that, yeah.
a lot of my customers end up, when we build a deck similar to this, they would call us back in a few years and say, Lee, it's really beautiful as a 3-season room.
Mhm.
And we end up doing something like your neighbor is putting a little porch out here.
screen off a portion of it.
and then put a deck on the end of that because folks like to pull the grill out. And
Even if we use 3 seasons out of the year, that'll be funny.
I
I think. I don't get out very much. I'm not home at the time, but when we are, it's nice to enjoy it at home.
what's your day job?
Surgery at Duke.
Which discipline?
Neurosurgery.
Oh my God.
Wow.
I had my neck C5-6 fusion by a brilliant neurosurgeon about 20 years ago.
Yeah, you've had it.
You see it?
And
You see it?
Pretty mild, pretty mild.
The guy
neck
was
crease, yeah.
very gifted, and I'm very fortunate. And it was, yeah.
Yeah, we moved from California last July, so we were renting just near the South Point Mall for 6-8 months until we get to know the area. But it's nice around here.
This is very nice out here.
It's convenient. It feels like you're in nature, but
Sure. Yeah.
I noticed you have all the walkways over here.
yeah, they've got a nature trail. They've got some,
Nice.
Mm-hmm.
not a lake or anything, but little bodies of water. So other things we were gonna. Mike Evans was gonna have someone clear out some of the brush and things, at least back to the property line, but leave like a buffer.
That'll grow so fast. That's a kind of a saw briar. You want to break through there. And then we'll go like to the yard.
Well, you'll be little